Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with your boy, Sophisticated Jerk. And, today I want to cover this news clipping that I seen of like a NYPD female officer named Grace Rose Baez, who was arrested with her boyfriend, Cesar Martinez, trying to distribute narcotics in the Bronx area while she was on duty. I think she got caught up. So, yeah, I'm starting to see like more female officers starting to get caught up in this type of stuff. So I think they trying to be like dudes out here and stuff. So, shout out to them. And let me go ahead and jump to the clip real quick. 1 second.
Rest of the NYPD cop is kind of shocking because she was already being investigated for misconduct allegations. She was on desk duty. We will look at the officer's case and also
So they was already like, I guess, checking her out for misconduct. So this was an unruly chick. So damn, they messing with fentanyl. So yeah, they about to hit her with them years because fentanyl, man, they ain't messing around with that type of stuff. That's that heavy stuff with all those overdoses going on. So yeah, shit, being a cop on top of the fentanyl, she looking at some major time.
bust at that pizza parlor. This is NYPD.
One last thing before we jump in this. Because I'm from this area too, New York, New Jersey, and all that. My family and all of them from there. New Yorkers and people from New Jersey, stop making a fucking pizzeria your like headquarters. Y'all got to get more. We already have Pizzagate. Y'all got to put a little more critical thinking behind y'all stuff, man. Get it like a vegan smoothie shop or something. Y'all can't all keep going to pizzerias. That's like the #1 spot. If they want to try to bust or take you down, they're gonna be like, yo, just go to their local pizzeria. That's probably their criminal headquarters and shit. So y'all got to get a little more original.
PD police officer Grace Rosa Baez, who resigned on Friday after 12 years on the force when she was accused of making drug deals with her Yonkers boyfriend. It's the second significant bust in the Bronx area, with the Mozzarella Pizzeria shut down on Soundview Avenue Thursday, charged with being a wholesale distributor of cocaine, crack, fentanyl, heroin, and oxycodone.
In a pizzeria, of all places, in a pizzeria in the Bronx, in our city, where people are going in on a regular basis to order food.
Mozzarella Pizzeria is located across the street from an elementary school,
Oh, they fucked.
69. Police said crack cocaine was sold from the counter, while other drugs were processed.
Yeah, I think if you're in the school zone, that's some extra years too. So yeah, they just racking up this stuff. And for her to be a cop and to be this like reckless, that's the crazy thing. Because somebody's like, yo, man, let's go do it in a pizzeria across the street from a elementary. She should have been like, oh, hell no, we got to go up the block or something, like to a different pizzeria or some other shop.
Test in the basement.
It's really sad that our kids have to be around that kind of stuff nowadays.
This grandmother remembered the recent daycare bust after a toddler fatally overdosed and 3 others were revived with Narcan.
You know, I'm grandma. I have 2 grandkids.
The pizzeria bust happened on the same day that a female NYPD officer was getting arrested in Yonkers for allegedly making fentanyl and heroin deals. Her alleged client was a paid confidential source with the FBI. The U.S. attorney for the Southern District charged Officer Baez gave the FBI source samples of fentanyl.
Shit, is the Spanish chicks up in the Bronx. Everybody be like, hey, man, don't mess with those Bronx shit. Shout out to AO. He always used to say it. I give him some pushback, but it's looking like he was right on this. And she was cute too, man. That's the thing that's like kind of crazy when you be looking at these stories, man. It's like, shit, y'all could have... With all the simps roaming around out here that be like paying for lifestyles and stuff, they put themselves in these like positions. It's almost crazy.
In a Mentos candy container on Monday, October 16th. She and her boyfriend allegedly wanted $30,000 for a kilo of fentanyl during the initial meeting. The Bronx remains a focal point in city, state, and federal efforts to flush out traffickers, ever since agents found trap doors storing drugs under the floor where children in daycare slept.
So Mary, this is a full court press to really find out who in this city is causing the most harm, what organizations are trafficking the most drugs.
The DEA points out cocaine deaths involving opioids like fentanyl account for nearly 85% of fatal cocaine overdoses in the Northeast.
These people that think they're buying.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying earlier. I'm like, man, fentanyl ain't no joke because you look at all the overdosing that goes on, and then kids getting into the stashes and overdosing and dying off of that stuff. They ain't playing around with this. So that's what I'm saying. She about to get them years. And then, like I said, when you add on that she's a cop in the school zone, she's gonna be an old lady by the time she get out.
And cocaine are actually buying cocaine laced with fentanyl. Everything is being laced.
Yeah, nah, this real quick. Yeah, because I had an article too. So let me pull that up. But like I said, man, like it's just crazy when you see chicks like this. It's like, man, you don't broke through. It's probably hard enough for like females to start. They're starting to become like officers and stuff like that. And like I said, man, cute chick. So it's like, man, shit, she could have got her a sim. She had to go in this like lane and mess up her whole life. So yeah, it's definitely she got the BBL and shit. So I think they said she made like $1 million off of this. So yeah, crazy story, man. But yeah, when you start seeing females that get involved in this type of stuff, it's just you like, damn, I think in society we kind of expect guys going down this lane, but to see a female officer, shit, that's wild. But all right, y'all, man, I just wanted to like dive into the story, but yeah, keep tuning in. Peace out.